So let's I mean, we might as well take a look at what's causing all the fuss, right? So if I'm not mistaken, this is the video that started it all. Let's see. Okay, nice. That's what? I'm sorry. That can't be it, right? Was it? This is what people are fighting over? What's up, Nats? Today we're going to be talking about the ongoing Mess Toys Revoltech drama. So for those who are living under a rock, Mess Toys is third-party bootlegging company. You know, they grab Revoltech molds and make some of their own. Basically, you know, they switch around scopes and stuff. Look, there's Black Suit and there's Scarlet. It's a bootlegging operation that steals Revoltech molds, right? Revoltech, on the other hand, is a pretty old company. They've been in the game for a couple of years now. I'd say like 10 years. I don't know. They're great. I love them. They got super good articulation, great paint sculpts, great accessories. A little pricey, but we'll get to that. So what's going on is that the fans of Revoltech and the fans of Mess are basically waging war, killing each other. It's pretty bad. It's pretty gory. So I figured, why not throw my own hat in the ring and take a look at both Mess and the 2.0 Revoltech, compare them, and have a more civil discussion about this. But before I actually, get into the toys, let's take a quick look at the arguments being displayed for both Mess and Revoltech. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, Mess is a third-party bootlegging operation, so already sound your alarms. It's an illegal operation. Mess Toys is illegal. It's unlicensed. It's a stolen mold. I mean, what? That sounds pretty criminal to me. But I was thinking about it in this perspective. Have you ever been told by like a vegan, dude, don't buy steak. Don't buy meat. It's you're killing the cows. I've always thought, well, okay, yeah, that is true. The farm animal industry is pretty fucked up, but protesting meat is not gonna unkill the cow. Like, the cow that's in the freezer section in front of you is not going to magically come back to life, be like, thank you so much, you saved my life. It's dead. Tragically, it is dead. And just like how these bootlegs are already made, you can't really unmake them, regardless of whether you shut down the company or not, because guess what? If you shut down Mess Toys, Bless Toys will suddenly rise from the ashes of Mess and continue the mission. So in that aspect, it's like the morality of this, that's a personal thing. There is no objective morality here. So for the morality aspect, that's your decision to make. You call the shot, dog. Now, in terms of actual quality of figure, I'm going to give the argument to Mess. These figures are what, 30, 40, 50 bucks, last I recall? That's half off a Revoltech for a Revoltech figure. That's the one thing about Mess that I think has this whole argument going. Mess Toys makes competent bootlegs. These aren't the bootlegs of yesterday. These aren't the ones that, you pick it up and they crumble into dust. So on the Mess Toys side of thing, you kind of got that, right? It's like, oh, there's value to it. Oh, it's illegal. And then there's also demand. As far as I know, Mess is doing something kind of weird, where they got the Spidey mold and they've been reissuing the ever-living out of it. Superior, Ben Reilly, Kane, obviously the original, right? And then the black suit. So Mess has been going at it. And this is where, like, again, more personalization comes in, where it's like, do you like these suits? Do you like these designs? Revoltech isn't giving them to you. We'll give them to you. So I can see the argument there where Mess is providing a service that Revoltech either refuses to do or simply can't do it. Now, in terms of Revoltech, this is where a lot of people, I feel like, clutch their pearls, But it's a bootleg! You're stealing! And in terms of that, I say, like I said with the cow, you can't unmake them. And what else is? It's also, yes, there's superior design, superior build quality, and hey, look, Revoltech is making the Black Suit Spider-Man. Yeah, but that's a very distinct version of him. It's not the lank spandex that comic fans are really fiending over, It's a very veiny, slimy, kind of Spider-Man 2-esque symbiote, and
I fucking hate that kid.
to me, it looks kind of like a veiny comic. I don't know, maybe that's just me being inappropriate. Then there's the final point that I heard that really just, I don't know, this doesn't make sense to me. There's the argument that if Mess Toys continues their operation, Revoltech could die. No. Revoltech has been in the game for almost a decade or around a decade. I'm not sure. They're a pretty old company and they're doing fine. Each one of their figures are around $100. So Revoltech is not taking any hits. Trust me. And people say, well, they're not as big as SHF or Hasbro. They can't take the bootlegging hit. I'm pretty damn sure they're doing fine for themselves. Revoltech ain't going anytime soon. Anyways, I think with that out of the way, let's talk the actual toys. Alrighty, here's the mess. Here's the Revoltech. We're just going to do this like every other review, just a little quicker.
Let's see what you're packing, pal.
In regards to the accessories, it's monkey see, monkey do. If Revoltech has a stand, Mess has one, except theirs is wired and has a printed logo, so that's a little cooler, actually. The hands are 1-to-1, I believe. Pretty much like every hand that this guy includes came straight from this one, I'm pretty sure. Except for the actual, like, because he doesn't use those, he uses these. And these are basically the original fists, but actually closed, because I don't believe that Revoltech has closed. Yeah, they don't have closed fists. So, there's a one-up. He can actually punch people, except not really, because this guy could also punch people. I don't get the argument against this hand where it's like, oh, well, it's not an actual proper fist, because he can hold his little radioactive web thing. Hands are pretty much 1-to-1, other than, like, minor adjustments. And the same goes for the web effects, you know, it's spray, thread, obviously, you know, the neon green one goes with Revoltech and the white one goes with the black suit neighbor. Off topic completely. I love the aesthetics of these webs. It's my artist bias, but yeah, same stuff, like 1-to-1, except for this. So the Revoltech includes web wings, because that's included with the suit. Plug him in there and he starts flying. Whee! And that's pretty cool. Black suit never had that, so of course it's not gonna include it. A big difference between the two figures is how they handle heads. Mess gives you the Secret Wars style squinty eyes, and then the more iconic wide eyes. Revoltech is a nightmare. Revoltech has this system, kind of like, I mean, they love messing with eyes. They love having articulated eyes and stuff like that, so this is no different, except I don't like this. This is the same system on the 1.0. It's a great concept. It saves them money, for sure, but it's really stressful for the collector, especially, these eyes aren't that loose, but I think his happy eyes are so awful, so loose, so it's terrible how easily these things pop off. Also, I'm not sure if this is the right tool, because this might be the Black Cat one, but yeah, it comes with a little poking thing, so you could pop out his head and just, you know.
What's cooking, good looking?
Aesthetically speaking, this is a toss-up, right? Like, this is fully on the buyer. Do you want this version of Spider-Man, all new, all different, with his neon green logo, eyes, and webs, and then the metallic detailing? Here you go. Here's a great figure for you. And honestly, it kills every Spider-Man figure. This is a figure that, design-wise, Revoltech is completely nailed, and it is, frankly, second to none. There is an astronomical amount of texturing on this thing. It is insane, because from afar, yeah, it's just, you know, red and blue spandex, but dude, do you see that? That is incredible. Now, that being said, if you're going to tell me that this is a bad replica of what you just saw, you're lying to yourself. Yes, obviously it's the same sculpt, but what they've done is completely smooth over all the detailing, therefore making it, you know, that nice spandex look. This is the iconic, like, Spider-Man look. And yeah, again, it's a ripoff. It's a ripoff, yada yada. Regardless, it's pretty damn clean. Aesthetically, obviously. Revoltech is leaps and bounds better than Mess. No shit. It's the original. It has a lot more sculpting. It's doing a more ambitious design. But what Revoltech does is that it offers an aesthetically pleasing figure to people who want this version of Spider-Man. Revoltech is sitting on gold, and yet they only just made the black suit Spider-Man. And, oh, well, you know, you're taking away the mystique of the original if you make too many. Yeah, but if you don't do it, someone will. That's simply how it works. And kudos to Mess, they did it, right? You got a bunch of options now. If you're, you know, Spider-Man fans want the suits. I mean, the big thing about the PS4 and PS5 games that, oh, I get to play as, you know, Whitman. I get to play as Noir. I get to play as Miguel. It's fun being a fan of Spider-Man and being able to get multiple different versions of the character. So it was only natural that someone was going to do this. This point is even more relevant nowadays because Revoltech, I mean, the whole reason this video started is because Revoltech released their symbiote Spidey, and maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I haven't held it. Maybe once I buy the Revoltech black suit, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm just going to rip this thing apart. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. But for now, the way I see it is that this suit appeals to what I want in a Spider-Man more. I like having the seamless, flat Venom suit. It works for the character. I like the idea that the symbiote literally became a suit for him, not just, oh, it's slimy costume. Because again, he was still doing heroic stuff in the black suit. Having him look all nasty doesn't give off the hero vibe that I see in Spider-Man. But then again, that's just me. In terms of aesthetics, both are very equal for different reasons.
You really ought to loosen up.
All right, when it comes to articulation, I just want to do another voiceover segment because I figured I can get my point across quicker than the live action me. It's the same articulation scheme, but I will say Mess does feel a little weirder to handle, like it's a little looser in some places, but I'm not going to excuse Revoltech. They have a lot of weird QC issues. My shoulder's a little funky. The initial release of the figure had some broken knees. No figure is going to have perfect QC. Every figure is going to have something wrong with it. No matter how much you glaze it or hate it, every figure has issues. So it goes to show that Mess, despite their circumstances, made something comparable to the official product. Shows how damn good they are. In conclusion, this video was an uphill battle for Mess. First of all, it was fighting a design that I love, and on top of that, it's not even the same design, so the odds were skewed against Mess. Obviously, in the end, of course, I'm going to prefer the Revoltech, but I'm not going to sit here and say that Mess is bad. If you're doing that, you're deluding yourself, and you're fighting a war for a company that doesn't care. Kyoto is doing fine, and they'll continue to do so, just as Mess will. Arguing over figures amongst each other, I don't know, it never seems productive to me. If you want to actually make an impact in the toy community, bring your attention to the companies. If you want better products from the companies, demand it from them. Telling someone that they're an idiot for liking a Mess toy or an idiot for liking Revoltech isn't gonna do anyone any favors. But if you want to see real change in the industry, you can rally together. Say, hey, no, we don't want Mess, or hey, no, Revoltech, we want this Spider-Man. I think both figures are great on their own. And even if you're excited for that Spider-Man I personally don't care for, Mr. Vaney, good for you. We're allowed to have different opinions in the community. That's what makes this fun. If we were all like-minded drones, then what's the point of collecting? Anyways, that's all I got. So like the video if you liked it. Comment down below, how do you feel about this whole situation? Are you a Mess man or a Revoltech warrior?
Subscribe to Silvernet.
For more Silvernet content, and as always,